Okay, welcome ladies. Thank you so much for hopping on. Today we're doing our live Q&A and I'm going to get started here. I'm so excited to work with each and every one of you. We're gonna have a ton of fun. You're gonna see some awesome results. I'm just gonna run through quick over what the next week is gonna look like. We're gonna kind of talk through the why behind the what and how, and in regards to our intermittent fasting and carb cycling. So hang tight here. We're going to kind of go through the first week. I'm just pulling it up. Okay, so week one, my goal for you through this program is to create a healthy lifestyle and effectively burn fat using our cutting edge strategies. That being said, our focus, especially through week one, but throughout the whole program, is progress, not perfection. I never want perfection to be the enemy of good. So I hope that makes sense. We really want to focus on easing into this program and building and creating lifelong habits. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of grace through week one, and we're going to just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one meal at a time. That will be really important. I also want to note that if you're one of my newer clients, make sure you rely on the group. We have a nice small group of ladies. There's still a handful of women that I think are hopping in. So, but just know that we're all here to support each other, encourage each other. I don't want anyone feeling intimidated. If you have a question, chances are someone else does too. So please feel free to ask, or of course, reach out to me in a private message as well. If you do post on social media, use the faster way to fat loss hashtag faster way to fat loss. That way you'll get more love and support from others on the public forums. But if you don't post, that's totally okay. Okay, so we are going to incorporate several key elements that are in this program. First, we're going to eat the right macros at the right time for the right reasons. In other words, we are going to track our macronutrients. We are going to do intermittent fasting. If you're not used to tracking your macros, it does take a little bit of getting used to. The first couple days, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to water it down. It can be a little difficult. So, but regardless, no one's going to quit. It's not allowed. I'll give you kind of some expectations in regard to some of the emotions you might feel and even some of the detox symptoms that you might experience through the first week. But I really want your passion for a lifestyle change has to be greater than your fear of engaging in some of these cutting edge strategies. So, okay, first, to eat the right macros, the nutrients at the right time for the right reasons. And second, we're going to lift heavy to develop that lean calorie burning muscle. There's literally no downside to having calorie burning muscle. So I know many women have apprehension or fear. I promise, lifting weights or strength training, you will not get bulky. Can somebody just join us? I can't help. No. Okay. So when we, sorry. You will burn more fat and increase your metabolic rate with strength training. We'll be engaging in fasted cardio or metabolic training, also known as high intensity interval training or HIIT. And we'll do that to effectively burn fat. It also gets your heart rate up. Through this program, I really want you to get enough sleep. I want you to rest and help your body recover. We also will focus on building a healthy gut flora to improve our gut health. You need a healthy gut to be able to effectively burn fat. So we'll be talking more at length on that topic as we go through the program as well. I'll be sharing tips and educating you on a daily basis on all of these elements. Okay, so now let's do a quick rundown of the week ahead. On Monday will be our first low carb day. We're going to pair our low carb food log with speed burst training. And you'll be shortening your feeding window. You'll most likely break your fast around noon and then maintain a 6 to 8 hour feeding window. The purpose of doing low carb or carb depletion is actually to deplete the glycogen stores. So most of you or most of us are sugar burners, and I want to help change you from that sugar burner where your body relies on glucose to becoming a fat burner where your body relies on fat or triglycerides for fuel. So Monday and Tuesday are both low carb days. It's going to be a little tough. Be prepared. You might be a little irritable the first week, simply because typically we've had more processed foods and carbs, which increases serotonin in our brain. So we're going to kind of switch things up a little bit Monday and Tuesday. So maybe let your family know, let your kiddos know. Mommy might be a little on edge. This is taking a little bit of adjustment, but I tell you, it is worth it. So stick with it. As I mentioned, we're going to do the low carb with the shorter feeding window and speed burst training. Something I want to stress on this call, if you have not worked out in a long period of time, I don't want you to push extremely hard next week. That might sound kind of weird, but my philosophy is I want you to ease into the workouts. If you haven't worked out in a long time, consider what you think you can accomplish and then cut that in half. Do half of the workout, and then we'll see how you feel the next day. You know, one of my biggest passions is to ensure that you're safe through this program, and I want to help you get stronger, have more endurance, prevent injury. No one here is training for the Olympics or a bikini competition, so there is no reason to go 120% if you haven't worked out in a long time. So those of you that are accustomed to working out, don't worry, I'll have no mercy on you, and I want you to hit the ground running, if that makes sense. All right, on a regular calorie day, by Wednesday, we're going to be doing a total body workout. The goal on Wednesday is to refeed. We're going to have carbs. You guys are going to be so excited on Wednesday to consume carbs. We're going to increase our lean calorie burning muscle. As I mentioned in the video earlier regarding our workouts, I truly believe that we should only go extremely hard about 2 days a week. I think our bodies aren't meant to go through like extreme workouts or work hard 6 or 7 days a week. In fact, I think I personally and so many women I know have experienced burnout from over-exercising and under-eating, or they've developed hypothyroidism, or they have adrenal fatigue. And frankly, there is a huge problem in our society and in the marketplace, I think in the wellness industry, that really promotes almost under-eating and over-exercising. There's so many common myths out there regarding this. So, but if we use common sense, having a calorie deficit over a long period of time, or under-eating, really, and over-exercising, it's insane. We're going to break something, and for women, it typically comes down to our thyroid and adrenal fatigue. Oh, I just had a text from a neighbor come in. She's going through breast cancer treatments, and she has chemo today. Oh, okay, sorry. Say a little prayer for Michelle here in Buffalo, please. Okay, so Wednesday of next week, we're already going to be feeling a little depleted because we did 2 low carb days. So I want you to work hard on Wednesday, but don't kill yourself, because Thursday is really going to be our day to go harder, because we've already done the refeed on Wednesday, had some carbohydrates to replenish our glycogen stores. Does that kind of make sense, that Wednesday is going to be a little bit milder as far as your intensity? Sound good? Okay. So feel free to look through the moves if you haven't already. Most of the workouts should really be 30 to 45 minutes or less. And I really want you to kind of feel good about those. So message me if you have any questions. Thursday, we are going to focus on our back. Back is the second most important muscle group in our workouts. Obviously, legs are going to make it be the most important. But back day is really important because I want you to definitely be focusing on consuming enough carbs, enough calories on those days, enough of your macros. We want to always be focused on getting enough protein which is extremely important for our muscle repair and recovery and building. So again, our goal is to build that lean calorie burning muscle, which is then like our fat furnace for burning our fat stores. And then on Friday, we're going to rest. We really need to balance and honor stress and rest. We've got to listen to our bodies. By Friday, we're going to be ready for either a trip to a sauna or a complete rest day or a very low intense workout. Maybe it's just an hour-long walk or a bike ride. If you actually live somewhere warm, you could go on a walk outside. Okay, and then for Saturday, I feel like this is the most important day of the week. Saturday is leg day. We're going to shred our legs with an intense leg day. And the best part is that's the day where we can enjoy some treats with our kind of discretionary calories. So I love Saturdays. For me, I like to do leg day and then hit up the bakery with the kiddos. That's kind of donut day for us. Or I'll save my discretionary calories, and I love pizza and I love ice cream. So those are the days that we have that influx. The difference between a regular calorie day and a training day is simply that we have that room for the discretionary calories. However, we don't want to eat in an excess of calories. This is not a cheat day or a feast day or over-consuming, especially carbs. Because our body stores excess carbs as fat. Same thing with protein. It's good to have those fun foods in there, but we really want to live by the if it fits your macros mentality on that training day. And then Sunday is another day for rest. Sunday is going to be an important day to do some yoga, some stretching, a little extra core work, or just relax. Sundays are definitely my day of rest. I typically don't work out other than maybe roll around on the foam roller or stretch a little bit. So I kind of went through our group expectations. Starting next week, the big thing is I want you to check in daily. I'll post every single day a macro thread post, so everyone will comment on the same post for Monday, a screenshot of that macro pie chart. So if you have any questions or need any direction on MyFitnessPal, please let me know. But it's super important that you check in with me, whether you nail it and you have an awesome day, or if you totally feel like a failure, let me know, because that might switch up what we need to do for you to, kind of maximize the week or the days ahead. So, it's not uncommon where something turns from a training day into a rest day, and we just roll with it. I think you'll find that this program actually is quite flexible and convenient and can be modified. So I think that's it as far as the run through. And now we'll just get to any questions. Aim, do you have a question for me? Oh, I can't hear you, honey.
Now can you?
There you are. Yep.
Okay. So I practiced a low carb day last week, and when I put in MyFitnessPal, I did roasted broccoli, and it totally threw off my carbs. It was like 40 carbs or something. That just didn't seem right. But is it?
Doesn't seem right.
Okay.
Hold the phone. I'm gonna look.
Well, I just thought, vegetable, so I didn't even think twice, and then it put me to like 100 carbs, and I was like, I didn't really have anything. What is going on? So I looked.
I do broccoli all the time on low carb day. That's when I always do a protein and broccoli. So yeah, I think you're right on track. I wonder
roasting. But it was olive oil. So
you know what I would do is just do raw broccoli and then do olive oil, like separate it out into two.
Okay, don't put roasted.
Yeah. Because you just never know. Whoever inputted that one may be thinking, I don't know, maybe it's got some breading on it, or you never know.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out where that
raw broccoli. Let's see what that says. And the big thing with broccoli, is that it gives us that great fiber, because then the carb minus the fiber for our nets. Yeah. So it has, in what amount of size? In one It has 3 carbs, but it has 1.2 grams of fiber. So it almost negates itself. So
Okay.
I would, yeah.
Okay. That was my question. Otherwise, I'm excited.
Great question. I'm excited too. I'm trying to think of some other commonly asked questions. I get asked a lot about alcohol. I definitely need my mommy juice. So I typically try to save the day for wine for a leg day, definitely a training day. So sometimes I'll do Thursday. If I've done back day, I'll have a glass of wine that day, but I make sure that it fits into my macros, and plan for the carbs that come with that. But I mean, I know some people that plan on having a glass of wine every day. You can make that work if it fits, but ideally for fat burning, to limit alcohol is ideal, but we also want this to be a long-term lifestyle, and there's nothing wrong with having a glass of wine. And so I typically share that on a Saturday. So,
Linz, I was going to ask you, I've looked a little bit into the paleo piece of it too with alcohol, just curious. And it talks about like potato vodka or like a vodka, so vodka soda with a lime twist or something like that. But that was the only other thing I found.
Yeah. Yep. I've heard that too. And then also, like, I love the Fit Vine brand wines. Have you had those, or are they there? So it has, what is it? The lower sulfates and something else. So like when I put that into my Fitness Pal versus an off brand, a different brand, like it's much more macro friendly for the Fit Vine wine, which is so interesting.
Fit Vine, what's it called?
Fit Vine, FITVINE. So
Fit Vine, okay.
You can order it online. I did that as well. So that's kind of good. But yeah, I've also heard to do, I don't know, I'll have to check my local liquor store on the, trying to think any other commonly asked questions. Anyway, everyone's always welcome just to post in the group when they have questions. So thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Have a good one. Bye, dear.